Hi, my name is Matthew Marquit, and I teach both in the game design and the game art and animation degrees.
Hi, I'm Valenzuela. I'm the Curriculum Integrity and Senior Professor at UAT, and I teach in digital marketing and advertising art. Well, it was like a really good treat because the second week that I was hired, I sat in on the Student Innovation Project Showcase, which was really cool because it was my first exposure to SIP. And sitting there watching the students present their innovative projects, I thought, okay, this is a little different than other universities where they have a really big project at the end. In this instance, they had to prove innovation. And that's very difficult to do because not only are you identifying, something that's lacking in the marketplace, they had to build a working prototype. It can't just be conceptual. I mean, yes, you can have specs and 2D and 3D assets that go along with it, but the fact that they had to demonstrate a functioning prototype was very impressive. So right away, I was like, okay, I need to be a part of this.
Now, I definitely agree with the whole innovation portion of things because I've taught at big schools. We're talking about schools that have over 100,000 students, and they usually do what we call capstone projects, which again are just big portfolio pieces. But at UAT, we focus not only on giving you guys portfolio pieces, but we make you think differently. We add the innovation into it. Technically, technology is always changing. That's one of the things that we understand. And so doing the same thing for 10 years is not going to be viable. We have to be ready to pivot when all of the things around us are constantly changing. The acceleration of how technology changes is happening so fast, sometimes it's hard to catch up. And so our classes allow for students to attempt to use new technology. We don't call a lot of our classes a specific software. We don't give it a name. We talk about the process as being the important thing because the process stays the same over time, but the technology changes.
And what students don't realize is while they're engaging in that entire process, they're learning the soft skills that will help them navigate this ever-changing, workplace despite the changes in tech and software and systems. Because being punctual, collaborating, communicating, being able to articulate your vision, being able to debate and argue and defend your idea, all of that is evergreen regardless of the technology. And because the student is so flexible and agile, if something new does appear, they don't really, freak out about it. In fact, they're like, this is normal. Change is constant and I'm accustomed to it. And in fact, I embrace it because I don't remain stagnant, right? You don't atrophy. You don't just go, oh, I'm just doing the same thing over and over and over. They're actually discovering as they go along. So I think that's the beautiful thing about when you're learning a tech skill, you're learning the soft skills inherently at the same time. Well, if they're afraid, then that's a good thing because there's this anticipation, right? Like I'm about to embark on something that makes me uncomfortable because I don't know the outcome. But that fear is a good indicator that you are ready. You just need a little guidance, and with the support of the faculty, city services, staff, leadership, everyone comes together to assist the students. So you're not doing it alone.
And the reality is difficulty is by design. Right? A weightlifter doesn't lift very small weights. They lift very heavy weights to gain the strength that they need. And so we design our homework assignments to be difficult on purpose, and the rigor is there as well, because those are things that you need to be better. Now, I often tell students that the difference between an amateur and a professional is not what you know, it's the confidence you have to figure out things you don't know. And that's where you guys are at right now. We're trying to help you guys step by step through every class, every assignment, right? Through every term that you take here, you're gonna gain a little bit more confidence, And it's not about being ready. You're never gonna feel like you're 100% ready, but you're gonna have the confidence that you're gonna figure out that new hard thing. That is what we're trying to build here. That is the key to long-term success. And remember, the graduation is not the goal, right? Career is the goal, right? Opportunities in the future is the goal. And so we have you guys focus not just on ending the degree, right, or finishing the degree, but we focus on what you're going to do through your career and how to make you a better individual in a larger, world of technology.
Yeah, because the degree proves, in my opinion, three things. You can commit, you can focus, you can problem solve. And that's why CEOs, founders, leadership, they value that college degree because it proves that you had to overcome. Many of you are probably working while you're going to college, managing a family, managing medical conditions. It could be an array of reasons, but yet you still feel that you have value to give to the world. And so I think it's important for you to pursue those goals because, I mean, we only have this one lifetime, so why not try?